So this is Supermassive Black Hole by Muse. We're going to split the intro into different mini sections. I've published a tab and you can find it in the description box below. This will just help you follow the different sections that I'm going to go through. So let's head into the intro where it's just guitar, and it sounds like this for the first mini section. Now it's really important we learn this part because it kind of repeats throughout the rest of this intro part 1. What we are doing here is playing the open low E string, and then we're doing our 10th fret A with our 3rd finger and we're bending it down. Okay, so after we do that bend, we're going to do an open low E again. So these 3 notes, and once more. Then after that, we're going to do the open low E string twice again. We're going to do our 10th fret bend again with the open E afterwards. And then we're going to finish it off with 2 more open E's. So all together, very slowly, it sounds like this. So the one thing you need to be careful of with this little section is when you do the bend, the open low E after that, it comes fairly quickly. So section number 2 and section number 3 in this first part of the intro is just exactly the same as what we played there. So we play it another 2 times. But then on the very last mini section, it sounds like this. Again, it's similar to what we have just played. So we got the open low E, 10th fret bend, open low E twice, 10th fret bend, and then we got the open low E once. But rather than play the open low E twice like we would on the other sections, we're going to move down to the 2nd fret G. You can use your 1st or your 2nd finger for this. We're going to pick that and bend it down. And then we're going to do an open G and hammer onto 2, and then pull off to open. Okay, so it's, and once more. And then we finish it off by going to the 2nd fret D. Okay. So let's play those 4 mini sections. Remember, the first 3 are the same. The 4th is similar, but then it has that little riff at the end. So I'm going to play it at a slow tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now let's move on to the second part of this intro. So this is where you can hear it speeds up more and there's less gaps in between the notes. So we're going to look at the first mini section of this part number 2. Sounds like this. So we're playing the open low E string twice, our 10th fret bend, open low E string twice. Then we're going to the 3rd fret on the low E and we're playing it 3 times. So all together. And once more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then section number 2 is we play the first part again, similar. So open E string twice, 10th fret bend, open string twice. This time we're going to the 5th fret low E and 7th fret A, which gives us our A power chord. We're playing this twice. Then we're moving that shape down to the 3rd fret E, 5th fret A, and we're playing it once. So this section slowly sounds like this. Those 2 sections together sound like this. Section number 3 is exactly the same as section number 1. Section number 4 is different. So section number 4, we start off similar again. Then we're going to go to our 5th fret E, 7th fret A power chord. I'm going to play it twice. But this time we're just going to move it up to the 7th fret E and 9th fret A and play it once. Okay, so those 4 sections together sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 remaining sections of this part 2. The first 3 parts are exactly the same as what we have just learnt. So that's where we're doing our bend, we're going down to the 3rd fret, and then we're doing our 5th fret power chord. 3rd fret power chord, back into the 3rd frets again. So the very last time we play the open low E string twice. We do our 10th fret bend, low E string once, and then we do our riff down at the 2nd fret G like we did before. So now we're going to play the whole of this intro together at a slow tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then the vocals then come in, and what we do is we essentially play from this part onwards. So we just essentially repeat that again all the way up to the end riff. Then it heads into the pre-chorus of the song. For the pre-chorus of the song, it uses octaves quite a lot. So we're going to place our first finger on the 5th fret low E, and then our 3rd or little finger on the 7th fret of the D. So we're going to pick the E string twice, then the D, then the E string twice, then the D string twice, and then we're going to go to the 4th fret low E with our first finger. So it sounds like this. So think of that as our first mini section of this pre-chorus. Second mini section of the pre-chorus, we're now going to be on the 3rd fret low E, 5th fret D. We play the 3rd fret low E twice, 5th fret D once, 3rd fret low E twice, 5th fret low E twice, 6th fret E once. So again, this section sounds like this. If we link it together with our first mini section, it would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Third mini section, 7th fret low E, 9th fret D. Going to play the E string twice, then the D, then the E string twice. Then we're going to go 8, and I recommend using your 2nd finger for this, on the D, 7 on the D, and 5 on the D. So this slowly, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then our last mini section, and this is the one that changes next time, is we play the open low E string 3 times, 2nd fret low E twice, 3rd fret low E twice, and the 4th fret E once. So now let's put that whole first 4 mini sections together. So 1, 2, 3, 4. then it starts again and we play the first 3 mini sections exactly the same, but this is where it changes. So we're on the last mini section. So before we would do our open low E string 3 times. We would do that, but this time we're going to be playing some power chords. So 2nd fret on the A, we want to hit our E and our A string. Then we're going to move our finger up to the 2nd fret low E and 4th fret A, we're going to play it once. Then we're going to move it up 1 fret, and then we're going to move it up 1 fret again. Okay, so it sounds like this. Then it heads into the chorus. Luckily for us, the chorus is almost exactly the same as the pre-chorus. So the first 4 mini sections are exactly the same as the pre-chorus. So it's on our first shape. So after that 3rd, 7th fret D note, we would be going to the 4th fret low E, but this time we're going to go to the 6th fret D. So technically the same note, so you could just play exactly the same again, but I think in the song he goes to the 6th fret D. So it's like this. Okay, and then we just go straight to the 3rd fret low E and we just play it exactly the same as we did before. Again, it just changes at the end the second time round, so rather than play our... This time it's a little bit different. So when you hear the robotic sound of Into the Supermassive, this is when we're going to play the 7th fret low E twice, 6th fret low E once, 5th fret twice, 3rd fret once, and 2nd fret once. Okay, so like that. That is almost all of the sections of the song. We're just going to play this chorus together right the way from the beginning. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There is a little bit of a gap between the 8, 7, 5 and then the Into the Supermassive. That was my bad robotic impression. Okay, but there is a little bit of gap. Just start to play those notes when the robot sounds appear. So the start of the second verse doesn't actually have any guitar on it. It's just the bass and the vocals and the drums. It does come in halfway through, and we're going to treat this as if verse number 1, we're playing that second half of verse number 1. Okay, so it sounds like this. There is a guitar solo in it, but to be honest, it's just random notes and noise, so you can come up with your own parts for this, and everything else is pretty much exactly the same. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson. It's been Supermassive Black Hole by Muse. If you did enjoy this lesson, click the like button, click the subscribe and the bell. That way you'll be notified each week when I upload a guitar lesson.